An amazing find. 2,500-year-old chariot found, complete with rider and horses. Man and horses, with a chariot. Chariot dating back to the Iron Age had been discovered in Yorkshire, England, making it the second time in 2 years that there has been such a discovery. The discovery was made in a small town with the name of Pocklington in Yorkshire, on a construction site where homes were being built. Now work on the homes has been halted, of course, while a full excavation takes place. And it was interesting about the find. What's interesting is that it's not only has the chariot being discovered, but also the horse's skeletons that pulled the chariot and the human remains of its driver. The managing director of Persimmon House in Yorkshire confirmed that an archaeological discovery of significant importance has been made, and that discovery is the horse-drawn chariot from the Iron Age. He went on to say that excavation is ongoing by archaeologists who will date the find along with detailing it. During the Iron Age, it was common practice to bury chariots. What the archaeologists were not expecting to find was the remains of the rider of the chariot and the horses that pulled it. The find dated back to 500 BC, and at the time it was the only find of the kind in 200 years. To date, there have only been 26 chariots excavated in the UK. Now, when I visited the Marathon Museum in the Marathon, Athens, Greece, just around the plain of the Battle of, they have remains from the Battle of Marathon, the Athenians against the Persians, that took place around 500 BC. And in that museum, they had a covered area that they were excavating, and in it I was surprised to find a tomb of a human that was buried together with his horse. And they explained to me that the horses were so expensive and so useful at that time that humans really thought they were very significant in their lives. And this man was buried with his horse. Now, who died first, I don't know, but that's what was there, and it's still there. Now, this thing here, 2,500-year-old chariot, complete with rider and horse. Archaeologists said that it was unusual for horses to be buried along with the chariot and human remains. Well, that was not unusual in Greece, but it was unusual here, they say. Paula Ware, the managing director of MAP Archaeological Practice, said the chariot was located in the final square burrow to be excavated and on the periphery of the cemetery. The discoveries are set to widen our understanding of the Aris, the Middle Age, Iron Age culture, and the dating of artifacts to secure context is exceptional. In the Iron Age, the chariot was seen to be something of a status symbol owned by those with money, including horses. In the burial of human remains of such a person is unknown. Well, she should look at what happened in Marathon. They were not unknown. It was a commonplace thing. Going back to this, it is something that has the researchers puzzled. As I explained to you, it wasn't, because they were so useful and so expensive that and helped people so much in their lives that a lot of humans were buried with them. Now, the dig reveals numerous artifacts. Archaeologists found pots, shields, swords, spears, and brooches among the many findings. All these gave researchers a good look into the lives of people who lived more than 2,500 years ago. Yorkshire has been a good spot to find the remains of the Aris culture, which have been very well preserved. Around 150 skeletons were found in the region during 2016, with researchers believing the skeletons were those of the Aris culture. The skeletons, along with their possessions, were found in Yorkshire Wolds, a small market town. And this period of time in Britain, lasting 800 BC to 43 AD, when the Romans arrived. And this is on Solask. Please leave your comments, and thank you for your support. Please support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support, and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.